Torrie, Nguyen. Awaken from the dead. Awaken from the dead. Torrie, Nguyen.
Thank you, Contest Toastmaster. Dear Toastmasters, I have a confession. No one really knows me. That's because 40 years ago, I died. Yep, it's true. The real me lies in a graveyard in the far recesses of my memory. I used to be alive. As a child, I was a vibrant artist, a writer, constantly daydreaming of my next adventure story. But, as often happens with creative young children as they grow up, all that passion and inspiration My death began in second grade, when I chose to add some artistic flourishes to an otherwise boring art project. And when I turned that project in, I was so proud of it. The teacher pulled me aside after class. I eagerly awaited her praise. She looked at me and said, "Your art project is wrong. You didn't follow directions." As I got a bit older, I started hearing, "You can't make a living doing that artsy stuff." And many times I heard, "You need to quit daydreaming and focus on your schoolwork." And so, bit by bit, I died. I grew up and became a stockbroker. Then, one day, 8 years ago, a creative urge hit me. I was so excited it had been so long. I sat down to write for the first time in years. It started with 2 simple words. Dear stranger. I wrote a letter of encouragement to no one in particular. I went to the nearest public library, and up on the shelf, I spotted a well-loved novel. I pulled it down, opened it up, tucked my letter inside. Someday, someone would check out that book and bring it home, and on a random Thursday, open it to find a surprise pressed between the pages of this epic novel. Now, doing this felt a little bit rebellious. I mean, what would my fellow stockbrokers say if they knew that I had committed the act of creativity? But it didn't much matter, because the next day I forgot all about that letter and went right back to my stockbroker life. Until now. Recently, another creative urge came as a whisper from the grave. My grave, it said, "Hey, remember that letter you wrote 8 years ago? It's time to do that again, but on a grander scale." What, who, me? Oh, no, I don't write anymore. You need to go ask somebody else. These kind of ideas don't work like that, do they? The idea wrapped around me, and it said, "I belong to you." And that's when I knew it was time to awaken from the dead and begin writing again. Every person in this room is creative. How many dormant ideas are in this room right now? Now, you may say, "I used to be creative, but that was a long time ago." Or you may say, "I have an idea, but I don't have time for something so frivolous." Or how about, "My idea is stupid, and no one is going to care." Do any of those statements resonate with you? They do for me. But I'm no longer that second grade girl. I'm an adult now. It is up to me to decide, to pry open that coffin and pull out my dead self, the writer, and say, I remember you, and I'm listening. Slowly, I've been heeding the call to write these letters of encouragement and sprinkle them across public places for people I will never know. For the first time in years, I put my work out into the world, and I stand before you today terrified. You know what I'm scared of? My second grade art teacher. Your art project is wrong. What if she's right? What if it's a stupid idea? What if my heartfelt words end up in trash cans across the city? Yet, there's something I finally understand about creativity. And today, I write it in a letter to each of you. Dear Marisol, listen to the idea that whispers. Pick it up and nurture it. Dear Anne, what idea have you buried in the ground? And how can you breathe your life into it? You see, it doesn't matter if anyone likes your creation. It doesn't matter if your first attempts are ugly. The point is the act of creation itself. When you conspire with your idea to create something that has never existed before, something magical happens. You become alive. Dear Toastmasters, won't you join me in awakening from the dead? Thank you.